Hey, good morning guys. UC here from my trade price. Wanted to make a short video clip talking about the custom indicator on ThinkorSwim. It is comprised of two components that we can combine to come up with a buy or sell signal. Now before I show you the indicator and its functionality, how it works, what are its parameters, and just some of the observations that I have seen running this indicator. So let us briefly talk about what it is, right, and what it tries to achieve. So the first is the trend, right? You want to know what the trend is at that particular moment in time, and only if it is trending upwards you want to buy it on pullbacks, and vice versa for a downtrending market that we want to sell short on strength. So for that we have to have this trend identifier, right? So I'm going to add that here, trend identifier. Okay, and you can see it has different parameters. So the main one is the period, right? So 10 means that it is looking back 10 candles to come up with the the trend for that particular moment in time, right? You can adjust that as per your liking. So you can see anytime the price is trending up, it publishes this, prints this uptrend sort of text and this green line under the price, telling you that we are in the uptrend, right? Similarly, in a downtrending market, or when the price is trending down, it marks that particular time period as downtrend, right? And just like any other indicator, it is based on different components. So this one is looking or considering a moving average and high and a low and a close price of the candles. So right, so those are the inputs to come up with this trend. Okay, so sounds good. So now what about the entry, right? So now we have figured out what the trend is. So the entry is determined with the help of a buy and sell signal that gets printed on the chart, right? So let me add that indicator. So I call it buy sell signal. You can call it whatever you like, right? You add that in there. So this is how it looks like. So when you add that indicator on top of the trend identifier, it looks like this, right? So this is comprised of Heikin-Ashi bars. You can read all about it online, what the Heikin-Ashi bars represent and how they're calculated. You just kind of Google it. I'm not going to go into the detail, but the problem with Heikin-Ashi bar is that it does not give you a specific price point, right? So in order to come up with a defined entry, there is an additional line. You can see this kind of brown line on this chart, which shows you where the actual price is, right? So if I zoom it in like this, so you can see, oops, you can see when I zoom in, this is the actual price of the this Tesla stock right now. These are Heikin-Ashi bars, right? So the way a buy signal gets printed is when the price pulls back, right? So when you're in an uptrend, you want to buy when the price pulls back, right? Like on these points, ideally speaking, right? And when the price is going down, you want to kind of short on strength, right? So that you have some cushion if the price starts going against you, right? So applying the same concept, the way this signal works or gets printed is that when the price, which is represented by this line, right, pulls back into the Heikin-Ashi bar, it prints the buy signal, right? So it probably did over here, it did over this one, this one, this one. So you can argue, you can say, hey, what about this one? It overlapped over here as well, Why did it not do the buy? Because in reality, the price might not have been, the Heikin-Ashi bars probably print afterwards. So it might be possible that in reality these bars got created later on when the price was not actually there. So you'll see when I play it what I mean. Okay, but right now just kind of go with the flow. Okay, so to help you visualize this strategy, let us open this past Friday, March 31st. So what I'll do is I'll put this on demand. So what that means is that I can play back the price data from this past Friday. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the, okay, so this is it. So this is the price just opened up. So you have the normal bar here on your left side, and you have the the normal bars are on the right side, and the Heikin-Ashi bars with the buy signal and sell signal are on the left side of the screen. Okay, so you can see the actual price is at 196.2 right now, right? 196.2, but this Heikin-Ashi bar is showing that it is at 194.5, which is not right. But if you look at the brown line, it's telling you that it is at 196 point whatever that price is at that particular point in time, right? So now I don't know why it's flickering like that, because it's probably on demand. It's just kind of playing back the old data, so it probably does like that. So I'm going to let it play and probably fast forward this thing a little bit as well, just so that, you know, it does not take that long of a time. But you will see that when the buy signal gets printed, because we are going to ignore any sell signal that comes up, right? Because we are in the uptrend, so we are going to ignore if it prints any sell signal, and only going to buy it if the price dips back into the Heikin-Ashi bar and it gives us the buy signal. Okay, so let it run and then we'll see what happens. Okay, I'm going to fast forward it a little bit just so that it does not take that long. Okay, so let it. So this is a 3-minute chart, right? So you can put this signal on a daily chart or on the 5-minute chart, tick chart, whatever you want to trade. You can use it for futures, you can use it for forex, stocks. I would not recommend using it for options, because for options, you know, there's other factors that impact the price, right? Like volatility, like time, theta decay. So those things can be tricky and are not really, I think you cannot really apply that on an options chart. I don't know of many people who use options chart, but just saying. Okay, so let's keep waiting for it to give us some sort of a signal. Okay, and then we can execute the order. So while it's running, I'll show you the previous day, right? What happened in the previous day. So when the market opened in this time frame, 3-minute, we got the buy signal right here. So the price was actually around 194.3. I think it went up to like 195.6, so about $1.50, $2 up move from there, and then it kind of started going back down. So we got our first sell signal right here. So we would have taken that because it showed up when the price was trending down, right? We would have ignored any buy signal. This one, right? So this buy signal would have been ignored, right? This buy signals would have been ignored, or should have been ignored. Of course, it's up to you if you want to trade it or not. But as per the indicator, you should ignore it because it's showing up when the market is trending down, right? So on and so forth. So similar. Okay, so we got our first buy signal right here. So let's just, for fun's sake, let's just buy some shares, right? So this was our pullback, right? So this was our pullback into the Heikin-Ashi bar, right? So price pulled back. So and now we're buying it. So I just bought some shares, and we'll see how this one plays out. And this is the actual chart, candle chart right here on your right side of the screen. And this is the same chart, but with Heikin-Ashi bars and the indicators enabled. Okay. kind of. So we got another buy signal, but of course we're going to ignore it, right? Because we're already in a trade, and that happened because this was the pullback, this was the pullback. Okay. And now, of course, it depends on where you want to take profit, your stop loss, that's as per your risk, your account size, however you want to manage your trade. I like to use key levels as well. These key levels that I publish every morning in the Discord. It just kind of gives me a good reference point whether, yes, the signal is saying buy, but am I above a certain support level? Is it okay? Where should my stop loss should be, things of that nature. So you can use those things, but of course you really don't have to if you don't want to, because this in itself kind of gives you what you want to do. So okay, so we'll let it go for now, see how it plays out. Let's step forward again a little bit. Okay, come on. Yeah, so all right, so let's do it maybe one more step, just to kind of show you where these signals show up and when does it flip. So you're still the price is holding fine, nothing has gone bad. Let's oh, this is from Thursday, not Friday, sorry, my bad, but it's okay, you can still see the functionality. So let's keep forwarding a little bit. Okay, so we got our sell signal here as well, right? So we can definitely ignore that signal because we are in the uptrend, right? So simple as that. Okay, let's maybe one more step. We'll see where it goes. A little sideways market, but so far holding, right? So let's go. So Thursday was sort of a sideways day, but it got you in the buy, right? Because that was the first sort of signal that it gave, and now since then it's just been going sideways, right? So keep going forward a little bit. Okay, price is pushing up a little bit, that's fine. And now it's up to you where you want to take profits, of course. Let's just say you shed maybe some position right here. Okay, right there. Okay, and then you're left with 100 shares. So on and so forth, right? I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but you get the idea. Okay, so again, keep on ignoring the sell side, and we'll get into the buys. All right, so let's close this one. How much is left? 100, and we're going to sell that market. So you can see the difference between the normal candles and what this chart over here looks like, right? Okay, so now if you like it, that's you can let me know. And so basically when you are going to import this indicator, you will open ThinkorSwim, and let me close this thing, and you will come here on the top right hand corner, click on setup, click on open shared item, and over here you will put the URL that I will provide you, and just you can name, once you click on preview, it will ask you what you want to what name you want to give it, and then you can just give it whatever name you want. And I can put a PDF together as well, kind of quickly showing you the instructions on how to import the script in ThinkorSwim. Okay, hope you guys like this little video. If you have any questions, any comments, let me know. Take care.